that stock exchange between Derrick White and Jrue Holiday is going up. Let's take a look at their highlights from last night.
Jrue Holiday does that multiple times every game, fires and sticks it.
Oh, nice hustle. On the break, it's oh yeah, good block. Way to go.
It's taken away by Miller. Holiday to challenge in transition. What a play, Jrue Holiday.
Brunson, oh, good hustle.
Poole steps through. Holiday says, get that out of here.
Some highlights from around the season, Jrue Holiday and Derrick White. That leads us right into Forsberg's forum. Forsberg, I know it's all about the stock exchange.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Like, the Celtics are good, right? Like, they have the best record in the NBA. They got 2 all-NBA type wings with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. They got Kristaps Porzingis being great on both ends. But when you look at the numbers, and a little shout out to Dick Leip here, too, because he helped me out with some of these, but there are bellwethers for success this season, and it often comes back to the stock exchange between Jrue Holiday and Derrick White. Now, of course, if you're unfamiliar, they're called stock exchange because steals and blocks together equal stocks, and Derrick's dad, Richard, came up with stock exchange, and we've all run with it because it's perfectly fantastic. And so here's a few indicators of their success that season. We start, the first number, 38%. Now, when Derrick White is above this, the Celtics are 25-3 on the season. When he's below it, 5-4.
Ooh.
So like last night, he was actually below it right until the finish line of that game when Jason Tatum saw the double, threw it across the court. Derrick splashes it. So what does that mean? That's a win. Even with the recent slump, overall, Derrick White shooting 47% from the floor, 41% from beyond the three-point arc, 90.3 from the free throw line. Had a 50-40-90 December. But ultimately, if he is efficient, the Celtics are winning that game. And it's so funny for me now. I'm sitting there watching it. He can be having an off night, but as long as he gets above 38%, feels like it's going in the win category. The only losses in that stretch, I think, were some really good teams like OKC and Golden State. So, Derrick White, keep doing what you're doing.
So, Derrick White, good. That means the Celtics win. All right, got it. What's the next one?
All right, we're going to stick with winning percentages because .850, that is Boston's winning percentage when it's stock exchange. We had to do this one. Jrue Holiday records multiple stocks. The Celtics are 17-3 when he has those multiple stocks, and he had 3 last night against Toronto, 2 blocks and a steal. For the season, he's averaging .9 steals and .8 blocks. So, you know, like almost 2. I feel like if we get that number up to 1 on each side, the Celtics will be unbeatable because it just goes to show you like how much he is impacting on the defensive end. The Celtics have routinely given him the toughest task on the floor. He's still holding opponents 1% below expected field goal output. He's especially good near the basket, which is crazy to me because he's been guarding centers like Julius Randle half the year, and like they'll throw him against Giannis for half a game. And Jrue Holiday just takes on that challenge. But watch it. Every game when he's super active, when he's getting those stocks, the Celtics are going to win that game.
And I feel like Jrue Holiday is also starting to get used to his role on this Celtics team as well on that end of the floor. All right, what's coming up next? All
right, 13, and I'm glad you said that because Jrue Holiday, 13, when that is the number. If he scores more than 13 points in a game, Celtics are 18-2. That's a 900 win percentage. Essentially, the 2015-16 Warriors are on that pace. They are 16-1 when he scores 14 or more. He, of course, scored season-high 22 last night in Toronto. 5 of his 7 highest-scoring games this season have come since December 20th. What I feel like is, like, Jrue didn't know exactly what his role on this team was.
Right.
Like, he knew he had to defend, but offensive-wise, he's looking around. He's going, man, there's a lot of talent here. So he's perfectly happy assisting and creating. A night like last night, no Jalen out there. He needs to be a little bit more aggressive. And we've been kind of waiting for this moment. We were joking last night with Eddie. He said he thought it might not come until the playoffs. Well, they needed a little something last night, and Jrue gave it to him. And I think you're just going to see this over the course of a season. On nights he's feeling good, on night that shot has fallen, he's going to be a little bit more aggressive. And the Celtics will certainly need it in those instances. It's just such a luxury when you can have a night where Derrick and Jrue, 22 apiece last night, were the leading scorers for your team.
And I love that Jrue Holiday recognized last night in the post-game interview with Abby when he was talking about the fact that, okay, no Jaylen Brown for tonight's game. I knew I had to be aggressive in this match. I mean, he really took on that identity of setting the tone for this Celtics team against the Raptors. All right, last but not least, what do you got?
All right, this one might be my favorite number. All right, +7.
Okay.
So this is every night the NBA does like what, plus minus, right? And it's never like, you can't take it on a game-by-game basis to mean much of anything, but over the totality of the season, it adds up. But here's the thing. If Derrick White is +7 or better, the Celtics are 22-0.
Ooh.
Undefeated.
Wow.
And again, +7 isn't a crazy number. It's like if Derrick has a decent night, if he shoots 38% and he's +7, they are unbeatable on the court. Only 5 single-digit wins in that stretch. In those 22 games, the average margin of victory is 18.5. White is a league best +364 in his 1,100 minutes this season. He's +20 or better 10 times this year, including a +34 against the Pacers. Here's the funny part. He was a minus last night against the Raptors. He was also a minus in Milwaukee. It's barely put a dent in how good he has been this year. The Celtics can win even when he is a negative, as that showed last night in Toronto. But I'm telling you, if he's just okay, they're going to win that game, and that's why he leads the NBA in net rating. And yes, Amina, you know how much I love net rating, and I resisted the urge to put that as any of my numbers because
where is the net rating?
No, right?
Usually it's in
I don't know if we've ever done a Forsberg 4 without a net rating, but I worked it in at the end, so, I'm cheating.
It's the first time for everything here on Celtics Post Up.